Hey guys, it's Christine, also known as Ivy Winter. Thanks for joining me for another Disney video. I am losing my mind currently because I have 6 days as of recording this video, probably less by the time it goes up, to going to Disney for my longest trip ever. The longest trip I've ever had to Disney, I think I was 16. Yeah, and it was 7 days. It was my family, and this one is 8 days, so I'm beating it by 1 day, and I am just so thrilled. I can't even describe how excited I am. So I'm starting to lose my mind. I'm starting to lose concentration at work. I'm just like becoming that person who's just like super obsessed about what I'm gonna be doing. I've been tweeting. I've been playing 1 week from right now game, which is I keep tweeting out like 1 week from right now I'll be blah. And so let's see, it's 5:45 p.m. So 1 week from right now, I would probably be hanging out with Keith Lappenig in Epcot, maybe catching dinner somewhere. And my friend Matt would be flying in soon, and we'll be prepping to then do dessert at Beaches and Cream. 1 week from right now. So I am super, super excited. I am trying to keep busy, but like it's just impossible. Yeah, I also, you guys see, I fixed my hair. At least it's not so crazy yellow anymore. It is, I don't know if you can tell. Ooh, that's better. So now it's all crazy colors again, and pinks and purples and blues. It kind of faded out and got like really weird, but people seem to like it. It was fine. But I touched it up yesterday, so I feel like my normal colorful self right now. Yeah, so today's topic was a request from my good friend Kelso, and after watching my previous vlog about living with a chronic illness, he asked me, what is it like to go to Disney World with a chronic illness? And that's a really good question because I obviously travel there a lot, and even though I have IBS, which a lot of people who do have it unfortunately consider it kind of a travel killer, obviously I still go to Disney a lot. So yeah, IBS and travel can be super, super stressful. Like, I'm not gonna pretend that it's not. You know, just the cab ride to the airport can be anxiety driven for me. The idea of being on a flight is like scary to me. I mean, obviously there's bathrooms on a flight, but my biggest fear, like the part where I get the biggest anxiety is like, you know, when everyone's boarded and everyone has to sit down and put on your seatbelt, and that's it. When you're taxiing and you're taking off, and then, you know, until you hit that certain altitude, you technically can't get up to go to the bathroom. Though I'm sure they wouldn't stop you if you were like puking all over the place or something. I freak out in that 20 minutes, half an hour, whatever, that I'm not gonna feel well. So like, travel is really stressful, and I'm not gonna pretend that it isn't. And it is often an issue that comes up. If you saw my Portugal vlog, I missed an entire day at Lisbon because I didn't feel well. And you know, sometimes you just have to roll with the punches. The reason that I go to Disney so much, I think is partly comfort. So, I mean, there's a bunch of different reasons. I mean, I travel to other cities. Obviously, I travel internationally because I'm the kind of person who doesn't want my illness to stop me from living my life. And I don't think that anyone else should ever let a chronic illness stop them from living their life. At the same time, that doesn't mean don't take a break on the days when you're in a lot of pain. Like, you need to listen to your body. But it's more like, don't let the fear of possibly not feeling well stop you from traveling and doing what you want to do, because like, that's just not helpful. So I still travel a bunch of places, but going to Disney is less stressful overall than like, you know, when I went to Portugal or Iceland or any of those other places, because this trip coming up is my 13th trip, and I am so well versed in like where everything is. I feel safe knowing that Disney has 1 million bathrooms in every park. It's like totally true. You can't walk more than like 3 minutes and not run into another restroom. They kind of have to, because there's just so many people who are going there, and so many people with kids, so you need like diaper changing rooms and like all that other stuff, you know? So as weird as it sounds, I have like this I don't know, database in my brain of like where all the bathrooms are in Disney. And that makes me feel more comfortable, like knowing that I know where they are and knowing that if I suddenly don't feel well, I know where I can go is such a mental relief. I think also knowing that they really do have great first aid. Every single park has a first aid center. I think some even have more than one. And you can go there for literally anything. You could have a splinter and go there and ask for a Band-Aid. I know if, God forbid, I was in a whole bunch of pain or something, I could go there and be taken care of, and you don't have to leave the park. You know, they let you kind of chill there. They give you whatever you need. You know, if for some reason I needed Imodium or something like that, I know that they would have it. Though, I mean, me living my life, that stuff is always in my purse. I am like a medical, I don't know, like I'm just a medical cabinet when I like go out. It's so funny when my friends don't feel well because I'm always like, do you need aspirin? Do you need Tums? Do you need this? Do you not need that? Because like I'm so used to needing it for myself that like I'm the go-to person who's got all the drugs in her purse, but the legal kind. I just feel so comfortable with the customer service at Disney that like, if God forbid I didn't feel well, I feel comfortable approaching them and that they'll help me out. And like, that's really saying something because I don't think everyone always feels that way about places, but I do. I really feel like, you know, they are trained to deal with all sorts of different kinds of issues, and so like I don't feel scared or worried when I'm there. And then I think a big part of like why and how I can deal with it when I travel there is like, honestly, I'm just so happy when I'm there and I'm just so into what's going on around me that it's very easy for me to work past any anxiety because I am just enjoying my time there. You know, it's really hard to work past anxiety when I'm sitting in the subway and I feel like I'm trapped in a train and it's all I can think about. But if I can just immerse myself into the fun of Disney and just enjoy where I am and the friends that I'm with and all of that, I can usually get past those bouts of anxiety and get past my fear of not feeling well and kind of carry on my day. And I find that I do feel bad less often there because a huge part of my IBS is that is stress-induced and anxiety-induced, and I don't really have either of those when I'm there, so that's also really helpful. But yeah, that's pretty much it in terms of like how I deal with it. I think a lot of it, the dealing with it, is being comfortable there because I've gone a ton of times, having mental, map of all the bathrooms, and thank God they have a million of them, and just feeling comfortable with the cast members there, and that I feel like I would be taken care of if I needed to be. And just it being my happy place, and so it just makes my problems seem to be less intense when I'm there. Thank you, Kelso, for asking me this question. It was a really good one, and I hope to see you all for more videos in the future. If you want more content like this, please subscribe. I do Disney videos every week, video game videos. I try to do vlog videos. My topics are kind of all over the place, but if you're into that kind of thing and want something new and different and unique every time, then please subscribe. And that's the easiest way to know when I'm putting out another video. And like this video if you like it. That's pretty much it, you guys. I just came from the gym doing some weightlifting. I'm sure you can't really see any difference in my arms because I'm still weak and puny. So I'm gonna go enjoy a Lush bath and think about all the exciting things we're going to be doing at Disney. It's a phase. Bye.